Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to take a set of data, put it on StatCrunch, and have StatCrunch build for you a scatter plot. I am going to show you how to do it on the calculator, but I'm going to guess that you're going to like StatCrunch better. It just seems to be a little bit user friendly. But anyway, so I took this data list, and I don't. I'm sure I copied this out of your textbook somewhere. I don't know the contextual situation, but all I'm wanting you to do is be able to get this in StatCrunch or the calculator, see the scatter plot, and then tell me if it has any correlation, positive or negative, strong, weak, perfect, whatever. So as you can see, I just entered this data in a list and I called it X. I put this data in a list and I called it Y. I'm going to go over to graph and scroll down until I get to scatter plot. I'm going to open this window. There's a whole bunch of options, but you don't need to worry about any of them except for these top two. For the X variable, we're going to get the numbers out of the X list. For the Y variable, we're going to get the numbers out of the Y list, and we're going to run down here to compute. And then we see a scatter plot, and all you got to do is look at it and tell me if it has positive, negative, or no correlation. One thing I do want to mention, if you hover over the dot, it'll show you where it came from so that you can maybe check your data. That says it's in row 5. So it's the 3.9 and the 742.3. You can see it's this one right here or this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th piece of data that you put in. So that way you can kind of check. We can see that this one up here is the 10th row of data. So that's the scatter plot. And of course, you would kind of envision a line that goes up through the middle of it if you can. Kind of going up through the middle. Okay, that looks like pretty close to the middle to me. And with the line going up through the middle, you can see that this correlation right here is positive because as the X values increase, the Y values do in overall, not every single one of them, but overall they do. So I would definitely say that this has a positive correlation. And I would say it's kind of weak. Now, what we're going to do in a minute is I'm going to show you how to calculate a number that's going to tell you how strong or how weak it is. So don't really worry about the strong and weak right now. I would definitely say this is not a perfect relationship. But my guess would be that this is not something that we would consider strong. First of all, there's not enough data points, I would say, for it to be really strong or weak. But anyway, they're spread out pretty far. So I'm gonna say it's an okay positive correlation. That's what I would say. And if I had to pick between strong and weak, I would go with weak. Okay, so that's how you use StatCrunch.